Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Trucking with me, Woke HCV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of ice. And dirty headlights. Those headlights are terrible. I mean, the ones on top are okay, but look how dirty those... Is that something that when you go to the garage, I know they fix you up and they make you look pretty. Do they also clean the headlights? And do the dirty headlights affect the look? I'm guessing not, but... Okay, what are we doing? Where am I at? I just scouted this big circle because I got the prototype exploration unit, the pew pew pew. I've got, pick those things up. I need to pick up this shabby old house. Let me verify that's the only one that I need, though. Shabby guardhouse. Do I have that on my list? No. Supplies delivery. I'm pretty sure I got that one. Supplies delivery near the bottom. Dead calm. Should have got that a long time ago. Dead calm. Halfway down. On thin ice. Yeah, I know I got that one. I'm actually in the middle of taking care of it. There's another truck over there. Old crossing. Oh, are you kidding me? No, I got that. It's just I gotta scroll down to it. Whew. There's a lot of tasks on this map. Inclement weather. Okay, I know it's here. There it is. I just missed it. I had a bad feeling that maybe that other one I've already got and I just didn't scroll down for it. What was this one? Pit stop? Yeah, I got pit stop. Factory skyline. Factory skyline. Forecast unclear. Forecast unclear. Army Reserve. Army Reserve. You know, this map is not that big, but it is big in terms of what needs to be done. Unlucky number. Unlucky number near the bottom. Supplies delivery is a repeat. Rural Spelunker. Rural Spelunker. Abandoned convoy. Abandoned convoy. Temporary measures. Temporary measures. Knee deep. That's a duplicate. No, it's just a drop off point. I have it. Knee deep. Yep. Self-contained antique. Self-contained antique. On thin ice. That's a repeat, I think. Wait. Oh, that's the... Is that the contest? On thin ice, there it is. Scared me! Track walker. Track walker. Rural Spelunker, that's a repeat. Knee deep, that's a repeat. Overturned train carriage, that's a contest that I have. Frozen in time. Grandma. Okay. That's a callback to the previous episode. You gotta watch them all, folks. Old Crossing. Old Crossing. Grandma had a lot of savings to inherit. Self-contained antique. Self-contained antique. And the one I am heading for is Shabby Guardhouse. And let's make sure that I don't already have that one. Watch me have it. I just kept missing it. It's down on the scroll bar or something. No, I'm pretty sure I don't have it. I do have it! Shabby Guardhouse! I just had a scroll. Well, that's good. Okay. I need to get fuel. And I need to scout this area. I'm going to scout this area from this side. So I'm going to get across the river somehow this way, and I don't think I'm going to make it with the fuel I have. But I will send... Is the Hercules out here? No. The Zix is out here. The Zix is kind of far away. But I can send... the Zix might as well go back, because he's not doing any good. And I got to get that prototype exploration unit across the river, and I think that's the only trailer store. I wish you could collapse these sections, like... Yeah. I mean, there's a fuel station there, too. I don't necessarily have to go to the trailer. Oh, wait, I gotta deliver this thing, too. Where am I delivering it? And I think it's this one I have to deliver. Forgotten prototype. I'm tracking it. Oh, is it a... It's this. It's one of these. Okay. Where do I have to deliver it? To the Harbor Village. Okay, that's right back there where I'm going anyway. So... Wait, what? Oh, yes. I'm gonna... switch back to the Wrangler, get as far as I can, and then go get Resvani and meet him to get more fuel. If I can get to here, that would be great. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to, but we'll see. Say Resvani. Switch back to the Wrangler. And make it daytime. And let's take all the fuel out of the prototype unit. Different way. Prototype to the Wrangler. Okay. Because I'm not going to be doing any more pewing. I will do more over here, probably. But I'll do that, like, across here. Or I might just buy a different one. But if I can get that far, that'll be good enough. And then I can refuel everything from the Resvani. If I turn up here, that looks like a dead end. So, yeah, I'll just bring everything back. I don't know if I'm going to have, how close I'm going to have to get to there. I don't know where this river goes. So the first thing I'll do is come out here and pew around here. Then like around here. Because this goes way far back. I must be able to get... That's the edge of the map. I have to be able to get to that supplies delivery, so... Turn the lights on. That is the plan. And this map is something else, and not in a good way. Very challenging. Rift was challenging. This has also been challenging. This has been surprise challenging. It's challenging. I knew the crackly ice. Okay. Over the rock should be okay. But what I didn't realize was how frustrating it was going to be. And that is a little annoying. This is the most annoying map, even more annoying than Rift was in Tamir. Mostly because the map as it's shown on the map is not terribly accurate. It shows roads and stuff that, and it's not, it, you know, it can show roads that are I gotta cross the river again. That's why I'm there. Okay, more crossing the river. I don't know where I'm gonna cross. I'll go through the snow and then across, and then I'll be in range of. I don't need to pick this up. If I get to that intersection, I'll be good. I'll be golden. Hopefully I'll have enough fuel to get there. It is annoying because what you see on the map is not a good reflection of what there actually is. You see areas that seem like they're clear, but they're not clear. And I know on Rift too, it looked like there were areas that looked like fords that you could cross the river that you couldn't actually cross the river. The snow is not that. But it's still worth it. That's what it's on. But this has been even more annoying. It shows roads and trails that just aren't passable, and it's not obvious when you look at the map why they're not passable. And I don't mean like even those ice roads. The ice roads, okay, that's the price you pay, but cost of admission, I guess. But there seem to be other places that are not clear from the map that they are impassable, which was again the problem in Rift, but it seems to be more annoying on this map. I don't know. I was not this annoyed on Rift. This has been not as much fun, in particular when I had to get around the helicopter in the episodes like 3 through 8 or so. And I'm not really meant to pull this heavy trailer through this heavy snow, but I'm doing it. I don't know where there's a road. I could see there was a gap, so I'm taking this. And what's going to be annoying, really annoying, is I'm going to have to recognize, I mentioned this on Rift, if I could put markers on the map to say, no, this is not passable. And it's going to be the same thing here. There's places that are uncrossable that not going to know they're uncrossable. Okay, now I'm just saying let's get to some place to cross, and I don't know where would be a good place to cross. I'm guessing that road will not be a good place to cross. So maybe I can cross here. From here I'll have to find a place. I may have to run through the crackly ice, I don't know. I see rocks to the left. Are those over the river, or are they just the rocks along the river? Well, it looks like there might be rocks across the river. If you learn the map, you can learn the secret sauce of getting around these places, but that means you have to memorize the map, and that's not fun for me because I'm terrible at memorizing things like that, and I don't want to. But maybe that's just me. Okay. What looks like rocks and what looks like not rocks? I might go into photo mode drone. This looks like rocks. Okay, I can cross. Oh, little crackly ice, but I made it across. Now I can continue on. Gotta get past that. Now I gotta get to there somehow. Probably around here. Anyway, I was very happy I got through Rift. I knew this map was going to be a challenge. I feel like some of the challenge is unfair just because of the inaccurate map. The crackly ice is cool. I wish there was a way to distinguish though the crackly ice from the regular ice. Like if it was a slightly different color or something like that. I'm thinking of Minecraft, which I cannot stand that game anymore. I uninstall it from everywhere. But at one point I was really into Minecraft. I do have a playthrough of Minecraft on my YouTube channel if anybody cares, but it stops in the middle. It stops at 1.19. 1.18 was the last version I really liked. I still play the Xbox One version. I would still be willing to play the Xbox. Anyway, but they created this snow that was snow that you would fall through, but it was a slightly different color than the regular snow, just ever so slightly distinguishable. It was a light gray, you could tell it apart, instead of white. Thank goodness for the cost switch. Instead of white, it was a very light gray, so you could tell it apart. You cannot really tell the difference between the crackly snow and the non-crackly snow. You see the areas that seem to be broken up that look like they're crackly, they're not crackly. And then you see areas that look smooth, that look completely frozen, and they're crackly. And if all you can do is just memorize where to go, I don't think that is fun. But that's the way the game is. I know there's other maps that are even less fun than this one, so. Some people love this map. I know some people said, oh, they love this map, it's my favorite map. Well, good. If you have the map, if it's your favorite map, that probably means you've played it a lot, and you're much better at it than I would ever be. So, yeah, okay. That's where I want to end up, on that road, because that's more or less the main road. I can understand how it could be somebody's favorite map, but I'm not that someone. Someone that's played through all the maps a couple of times, or at least all the maps that are available, you know. back in the day a couple of times. Yeah, I could see where this would be a fun map. But fun for the challenge as much as anything else. But I'm not into fun for the challenge. I'm an old guy. I don't need any more challenges in my life. I'm retired. I've retired from challenges. I'm not a young guy that really wants a challenge in life. That's not me. Okay. Stop the engine. I can get farther. Where would I want the Hercules though? I don't know. I only need to bring enough fuel to get this thing home, but I got to get it home with the trailer, so. I'll go ahead and mark the path all the way to the drop-off point, which should be on the map. There. I won't make it all the way, but I'll make it as far as I can. Then I'll pull the Resvani out, fuel it up, bring it here to be fueled. There's no fuel in it right now, so I'm not going to go to anywhere that I haven't already been. The way, yeah, this is... Oh, actually, this is probably the way. Yeah, this is probably the way. I wouldn't be surprised if that goes through the... yeah, that's up a weird hill. I don't know where the helicopter is, but... At least the helicopter does appear on the map. Abandoned helicopter that's right across the road. You cannot pass it. I try to go up the hills around and passing them, and they're just too steep and tippy to be able to get around it. You have to be able to go sideways on the slope. Okay, and like I said, I'm sure I'm not gonna get all that way, but especially since I forgot to turn off the engine. And 12 gallons is all I have. I drained the exploration unit. I drained my supplies. I did drain my supplies, right? This thing does not have the range of the Resvani. The Resvani has a ridiculous range. This would not be the vehicle you would use for scouting on a map that doesn't have a garage. You would never make it. You would have to know where all the fuel depots were in advance. And if it was a map that didn't have a garage that was completely black and unexplored, yeah, good luck. This is not the vehicle for that. It cannot contain that much extra fuel. It has decent fuel, miles per gallon or gallons per minute or whatever that is. That is so stupid. Gallons per minute. What does that mean, gallons per minute? I want to know how far I can get on a gallon, not how many minutes I can take the gallon. That tells me next to nothing. And, it changes. I guess the idea of it changing can help say how inconsistent you're driving, maybe, how bogged down you are. But no, it doesn't really tell me anything. It's worthless. I don't know why they would do that. Gallons per minute. That makes no sense to me. But then, of course, I'm in the U.S. I'm used to miles per gallon being the main unit. So I'm used to distance per gallon. But you could say gallon per distance. I think that's, how they do it in some other countries. Liters per kilometer. That, that's fine. But, and no car you buy would tell you how many minutes you can drive it in. I didn't realize I was still in might be able to just go in auto here. A little bit faster, too. Yeah, you're not going to get any car, I don't think, in any part of the world that's going to tell you how many liters per minute. When you're idling, it takes less liters per minute. When you're driving down the freeway, it takes more liters per minute. And maybe that's the stat they're trying to tell you, how bogged down you are, but that's much less useful than you know, you want to gauge, oh, well, if I put it in this gear, is it better? If I do this, is it better for my mileage? You can't tell that. Anyway, old man complaining, and this is like my favorite game. At least it was my favorite game. Like, after this stupid map. I do know other people that hate this map. I know people that say it's their favorite. I've seen YouTubers say it's their favorite. I've seen YouTubers that say they hate it. So I respect the ones that say they hate it, and I don't respect the ones that say they love it because they're liars, and I don't respect liars. They're just saying it's their favorite because they know it's the most difficult, and they wanna feel like, you know, beat their chest. Yeah, that's my favorite map. Yeah, and I bench 1,000 pounds too, and I love it. It's my favorite exercise. My favorite exercise is the rack. That's my favorite exercise, because I'm a real man. Oh, so stupid. There are people like that. I am obviously, you know, playing upon a stereotype, but there are real people that are like that. Young guys who have to prove their manhood. I mean, you know, there are honest people that like challenges, but there are probably more people that say they like challenges because they want to keep up with the people that actually do like challenges. Difficult challenges. I mean, no one would say, oh, they love climbing K2 and not mean it, and not have actually climbed K2 or climb it twice. Yeah, I climbed K2 once, and that was my favorite mountain to climb, so I've climbed it 7 times. Well, you know, if that person says it's their favorite mountain to climb, they probably mean it. I'm stuck on something. This is so annoying. Something is stuck on a root. Oh, there's a tree right there. Okay, I see it. I'm going to get a lot farther than I thought I was going to get. Yes, the generally young, generally male ego is something to be mocked and laughed at, and in some cases frightened of. Or avoided. I'll say avoided, not necessarily frightened of, but to be avoided. Sometimes frightened of. For some people, if their male ego endangers the lives of other people unnecessarily, so mock them, but, you know, give them a wide margin. These are the kind of things I talk about on stream when I'm just driving down a snowy road. There's nothing else to talk about in the game. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me before I lose viewers. Oh, thank goodness. I'm saying, oh, thank goodness I'm out of the mess, and then I immediately get bogged down. Okay, now according to this, I'm getting 7 miles per minute. That will tell me how far I can get along this road. And you know, there are you do get, well, in my case, mileage markers on each waypoint. So you can tell how far away the next waypoint is to get an idea of if they said miles per, or if they said, you know, gallons per mile, you would be able to work that out to a distance. In the short term, you know, obviously that number would fluctuate, of course, as you go slower or go faster. This has to be taken carefully. Oh, clench horn. My horn is mapped to depressing depressing me, actually. It's mapped to depressing my steering stick, my steering joystick. And so if I have to steer quickly to avoid danger, I will often, you know, because I'm vigorously steering, I'll end up pushing down on that stick, and so you'll hear the horn. When you hear the horn for no reason whatsoever, you know it's because I'm panicking. Not necessarily panicking, I'm clenching. Up an icy slope. Oh, over rocks. This do it for me if I get on the snow a little bit. I mean, I knew I could get it up here, but didn't know what the prototype unit was stuck on, or still stuck on. It doesn't do as well with rocks. I've got a rock-friendly suspension. That doesn't necessarily mean the prototype unit does. It has no suspension, in fact. The pew pew pew. Oh, this is a great addition to the game. Now they've added a truck that you can actually use with onboard radar. Problem is, you have to wait until wherever that region is to go find it and use it. I'm not going to use it out of order, and I'm not going to use it at all because I'm only using paid DLC vehicles. The trailers, fortunately, you can, buy right away. Unless you're playing in hard mode, then you have to find them first. But if you're not playing in hard mode, you can buy them. Where is the fuel station? It's like right near there, right? Yeah, the fuel station's over there. I could stop and get fuel, or I can just go all the way there. Probably should stop and get fuel. Down to 6 gallons. I'll have to send a recovery unit just to drag this thing out. You should at least have 4 gallons of fuel. Oh no, I need to put fuel in the thing? Okay, well, let's... There we go. Forgotten prototype. Interesting device. We have some plans about it. But while we are here, you may want to try it as well. Yeehaw. Decent reward. Accept. Accept. Now I can take those gallons back. Okay, and maybe that will be enough to get me to the fuel station. Or the garage. Oh boy, or not. I really don't want to have to send somebody out here to save me. Let's stop the engine. I mean, it wouldn't be far, and that was my original plan. What's closer, the fuel station or the Trailer store or the garage, the fuel station for sure. Okay, and then there's the trailer store. And there's the garage. Oh, let's see if I can make it. Can I make it? 6 gallons per minute, 8 gallons per minute. Whatever that means. Just gonna triple check that. Yeah, that's gonna cost me. I'm just gonna barely not make it because of that. We're gonna be on fumes, so that's okay. As long as I stay on the road, don't go off into the snow accidentally. It's right here. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I am gonna make it. Clench horn. Yay! Not refuel. Fuel. Give me all that fuel. Give me all that fuel. Give me all that fuel. And believe it or not, I have no damage on this truck. No damage on the truck. Wow. I mean, I might have some, like on the wheels or something. Wheel 50 out of 50, 50 out of 50, 50 out of 50, 140. Oh, did I go over? Is this one of those? Yeah, I think this is one of those repair stations that also, fuel stations that also repair you, which I'm not going to be able to tell unless I select something else. I'm too close to it. I can't see the icon. There's a little there's a little wrench on the fuel symbol. I'm too close to it. Well, where am I going to go next? I am going to go up here and scout that way. That's my next task. Which, believe me, I would rather do a delivery or something first. So maybe I will. Okay, I gotta get across the ice here somehow. Not sure how. And on this road. A little farther. Oh, that looks like an ice road up to Horror. I eventually want to get to. Let's see. Let's look at the radii. Out to there. I don't want to leave any gaps. If I look at this circle, where's the center of that circle? Around here. Yeah, I probably did it here at the end of this dock. So I can go that far, which from here is less of a distance. Maybe go like here. From all of the dark spots. Here, equidistant from all those dark spots. That should be good. If I can get there. And I'm just going to keep going because I'm a glutton for punishment. I want to get this map scouted. There are very few, there's only that one construction task, which might make my life a little bit easier. But I don't need it right now. I don't need it with this vehicle. I don't need it right now, so. Now, I could pull the vehicle out and do what I did before, where I have a vehicle out towing the trailer, which would be able to get down these roads easier. But I do have to cross this ice, and I don't know what can cross the ice, and I'm concerned about that. So I'm just going to take this thing, which is really difficult to handle, but because it's really heavy. And if you watched an earlier episode, you saw when the Zix carried the trailer, or Zix carried the vehicle and hits the trailer behind it, it had no problems getting anywhere. But I do have to cross ice, and I'm concerned about that. Because the Zix with the Zix with the Wrangler on it towing the trailer may have an issue. It's so heavy. But I can definitely go across the snow much easier. So there would have probably been benefit to bring it along with me. It also has a little extra fuel, which would have helped. I don't know. Maybe I'm not doing it right, doing it this way. We'll see. The Zix that's out there is nowhere near where I need to go. So if I get myself in trouble, I can just bring... Whoa! Again! 360. Better than wrecking. If I tried to 180, I had to go with the spin. If I tried to counter spin, I would have been on my side. That was a rock. That wasn't from the ice. Oh, really? Are you kidding me? No, you're not kidding me. Yeah, maybe that Zix is the way to go. Except when I'm crossing the ice. But then how do I get the thing on the other side of the ice? You would save fuel. Oh, I'm gonna go down there, am I? Sure. Sure, I can do that. Oh, that looks steep. I should have picked a different spot to go down. Yellow? Yellow! That was easy. Not what I was ever worried about. This has got to be a good crossing point, right? They wouldn't put this little isthmus here for nothing. Yeah, they wouldn't put it there for nothing. They would put it there to trap unwary travelers. Okay, I think the snow is safe on this map. Not on later maps, but on this map, I think the snow is safe. Okay. Now we're back on something that is somewhat like a road. Let's advance the time, which is not going to be any brighter. I don't think Warning has the Northern Lights. Sad. I knew this map was going to be difficult to pull the pew 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 around. I don't consistently call it the pew pew pew. I used to always call it the pew pew pew. I realized people probably didn't know what that meant. Prototype Exploration Unit PEU. Pew. Pew pew pew. If we got 3 of them. I don't have 3 of them. Oh, could you imagine? Could I imagine like having this thing hitched to one and then trying to pull another one, winch another one along behind it? That would be fun. And you can't winch 2 of them, so I put one on top of me. Okay, where am I going now? I want to go generally out that way, and that looks like just an ice slope, so I'm not going there. And then around here, and then try to get to that spot somehow, the closest I can get to that spot. Although I'm a little concerned now because I'm making gray. Well, that should cover all the gray. If I can get there. I'll get as far as I can get. I might have to stop when the road turns off. Or the road might turn off in the direction I want. Who knows? Oh, it looks like it's going exactly where I want to go. Oh, I won't know that yet. This is a road across the cracky ice. Let's see. Oh, this is so painful in this vehicle. And I am using the best snow tires I could get. They're DLC tires. I don't recommend the DLC tires. I don't recommend any of the paid DLC other than the seasons, of course. Get the annual packs. Definitely recommend those. Great content for the price. But one thing I do recommend is that Zix Mastodon DLC pack, because that is pure goodness. If you are frustrated with the game, that will save your enjoyment of the game. And if you're new to the game, you'll probably be frustrated with it. You can get MudRunner for like $5 just about anywhere for any system. This is not MudRunner. MudRunner doesn't have nearly the content, nor does it have the MudRunner is only wood, only lumber. But I don't know if that's good ice or bad, but I'm stopping here. But it'll give you a little feel whether getting stuck in the mud and that is something that you can get over. Upgrade. Is that it? Just an upgrade, huh? Okay. I bet the upgrade is someplace impossible to get to. And it did scan everything. And the upgrade is right over there. The next place I want to scan is probably right around knee deep there. So I will want to cross the river. Probably going like this way, and then this way, and then back this way somehow. Something like that. But once I get across the river, I will drop the trailer off to try to get that upgrade. So I will drop the trailer off, like here. Excuse me? I don't trust that ice in front of me, but maybe it's okay. This looks like crackly ice here. It's okay. Now that I'm on the sheared ice, I know that will support my weight. That is not crackly. Like I said, if they were consistent about, oh, I know it's crackly ice if it's got the white speckles. If it's clear, then I know it's not crackly ice. I mean, if it's clear and flowing, obviously it's not ice at all. What's the thing stuck on? What are you stuck on? Thing in the back. Okay. Trailer, you are really frustrating. You saw that one place, well, maybe you didn't see, I think that was in an early episode. There was one place where it was so close to crackly ice. I'll say, yeah, if over there where you see the speckles, that was the crackly ice, and when it's clear, it's not crackly ice, that would be fair. But it's not like that. Sometimes where you see the speckles is fine, and sometimes where it's perfectly clear is impassable. Little bit of crackly there, but I'm okay. Where did I say I was dropping the trailer? Here? No, here I'm dropping the trailer. Here, because I'll go around this way to get there? Something like that? Yeah, sure. I mean, I want to get the trailer there, but I want to get the upgrade here. Okay, I think I leave the trailer at this point. Where this next sharp turn is. Because I think I can follow the ice along the river. The ice sheets along the river. And stay in a reasonable place to get to the upgrade. So, like, leave the trailer here. Is that cracky ice or not? I don't know. I'm gonna leave the trailer here. And then go get that upgrade. Which is here. And how I get there, I don't know yet. Probably just staying along the river the whole way, because that may not be passable right there. I mean, it's tempted to go over that way, but yeah, that one space right near the point there does not look like it's safe. So I will go all the way around. Oh, but you know what? I'll go all the way around there in the next episode. 53 minutes. It's time to end this episode. Oh boy, I have one more episode in this stream yet, folks. So if you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I'm going to be keeping going for another hour yet. If you're watching on YouTube, though, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next YouTube episode, just say YouTube every other word. The next episode will be the next weekday at noon U.S. Central Time, which is Minneapolis. And type that whole thing in. Don't you dare type Iowa. Which is midnight, no, 6 p.m., 1800 hours in the UK, and 0600 the next day in New Zealand, and various times in Asia and the other corner of the earth, because they don't do daylight savings time. So you can figure it out from there. Anyway, folks, yes, that's going to do it for me. YouTube, that's going to do it for this episode. Twitch, stick around. I'll see you in the next episode. See you right back. Outro. How many times you've done this outro, Roll Cage? You still can't get it right. I've been doing this 4 times a week for 3 years. I can't get the outro right. Twitch, stick around. YouTube, next episode. Either way, thank you much for watching, and I will see you then.